Hey, friends. How are each of you doing on this amazing Wednesday? I am going live today because I want to talk about our incredible summit that we're going to be offering next week. So, we're technically 7 days away from our very first speaker summit, and we're hosting the summit for various reasons. Many of our community members have been speaking for some time. Many of them are starting off new. Some have been speaking for years, and they have been leveraging speaking to either collect leads, to build, or to have it as another source of revenue in their business. But one of the things that tends to be a running theme for most of the people that come into our sphere of influence and orbit is, how do we land bigger stages so that the byproduct of that is being able to get to a place of building more revenue? So we're going to answer that question. We're actually going to spend 5 hours together, August 23rd, with me, myself, and I working through the component parts that I have seen that are missing for many of us who are looking to land bigger stages and who are looking to produce more revenue in speaking. One of the key things that I think is really important for each of you to keep in mind is that this summit is not going to be some magic pill. It's not going to tell you that you're doing everything wrong. It's also not going to say that you must follow this specific formula. One of the key things that we have to remember is that each of us are from various different industries, and every single industry is different. There's no one industry that's the same. What may work for one person on this specific side of the planet may not work for the other person who may actually be in the same industry. There are different variables that sometimes are showing up in multiple different ways. You may be dealing with one, and it could lead to the frustration that often prevents us from really leveraging speaking in the way that we desire to, or for us to get to a place of landing bigger stages. So I really want to get through the nitty gritty of what are the essential components you must be aware of. And number one, for you not to feel like speaking isn't something that you can leverage now or into the future. I have many clients that I've worked with over the years who were speaking, not making any money, whether before, during, or after the event, and now they're producing income and more revenue in their business. So, whatever your desires may be, if you know that you need some refinement, if you know that you kind of want to just look at things in a different lens because you not really are utilizing your voice through speaking in your business or in your professional career, I invite you to come to this free summit. I'm going to walk through during the rest of this time with each of you on some of the benefits to showing up to the summit. And I definitely really want to heavily emphasize that this isn't going to be a pitch fest. Yes, I will sell something to you at the end to give you more insight into the work, but we're actually going to be working through a workbook. We're going to actually do work together. Because at the end of the day, one of the things that I did when I first came into the speaking world was I wanted to maintain exactly who I am. And I will always, first and foremost, be an educator. So I have a goal in mind, and every single benefit that we've listed for this specific event is for you to achieve those goals. It's not for you to leave from this event and feel like, well, what do I do? Right? We're going to have some stepping stones and things that you can leverage during our time together. Now, again, this is a 5-hour summit. So we're going to be working systematically through the processes that I've set up for us to really take an honest look at our business. And if you aren't in the place of the heart of your heart and your mind to do an honest look at your business, then this is probably not the summit for you. I want you to know that, because at any point in time, we may need to make pivots. We may need to evolve. We may have to let go of things that we thought was the exact way in which we need to show up in our business or on the speaking side. And you have to be willing to let those things go. As you all know, that we are all living in this economic time period where it is forcing us to be more flexible. It's forcing us to be more open-minded on how we're showing up in our business. And so I want you to take that same type of perspective when you're coming and you're spending time with me as we work through our workbook, as we really think about What is it that we are doing intentionally and strategically in our businesses right now to really leverage speaking? Because a lot of us say we want the larger stages, we want to make more revenue. But if you look at the evidence or the fruits that may be producing in your day-to-day interactions in your business, it may not be leading towards that goal. So we want to be honest with that. We don't want to be frustrated. We're not trying to shame anyone, but we really want to think about, what can I do more intentionally towards this specific goal? So the first benefit of coming to this free event, which is happening August 23rd, is 7 days away. You're going to spend 5 hours with me. And then we have a bonus trading that is happening the next day after for those who want to take a deeper dive with me. It's completely free. So if you're watching this on IG, if you are on my Facebook business page, if you simply comment the word summit or DM the word summit on IG or my business Facebook page, I will automatically sign you up for it. If you happen to be watching this online, simply click the link above or below this video and register for this event. So the first benefit is, we're going to help you achieve your speaker goals by really looking at some of the critical mindset shifts. Now, one of the things that I hated to hear when I was growing my business, or even now, I hate for someone to hear where I'm looking specifically for strategy, they'll tell you, well, it's just your mindset. Just work more on your mindset and the money will come. And I have been told that so many times, it is aggravating to hear that. So that is not the approach that we're taking right now. However, there are shifts that have to be made when we're getting visible. When we're looking to leverage speaking, when we're looking to land on bigger stages, we are getting more visible. So let's deal with the gremlin to kind of show up in that, but not say that you're not doing enough, right? In your mindset. And that's the reason why you haven't landed the stages. We are not laying the groundwork for that, honey, because that is so far from the truth, because I know that many of us are actually putting forth the work, but we're just not seeing the results that we desire. And this is a process. It's a long game. So we have to be willing to stay the course, but also take a realistic look at the data. The next thing that we're going to be talking about is mastering the art of your positioning. How are you positioning yourself so that you would be an ideal candidate for an event organizer? We want to look at your topic. We want to look at the audience that you are reaching out to. We want to look at all of those things so that we make sure that they're aligned so that you can reach your particular goals. Here's the third. We're going to help you really think about the way that you're pitching. How are you pitching yourself in your specific market so that you are of interest to those who are choosing you or others like you for the particular event? And are you doing so in a confident way? We're going to talk about some strategies that you can specifically use in that area. And then finally, when you have the opportunity to have this conversation with the event organizer, how are you negotiating your services worth? I really have certain terms that get underneath my skin. And one of them that gets underneath my skin is when people say, well, charge your worth. Okay. Our worth is infinite, that we can't put a price tag on that, but we certainly can charge the worth of the services that we're providing, the transformation that will be achieved from the services that we're delivering. But it does require a skill set. It does require you to develop skills necessary to do that. And so during this 5-hour summit, it's completely free. You have the option to come in, watch it. And of course, if you decide to do VIP, you can watch the replay if you're not able to show up. But it's going to be an incredible event. It's our very first speaker event that we're hosting virtual. That is a summit. And I'm very excited about what it's in store for us. So if you happen to like what we've shared about this, if you happen to know that you're in a place where you want to position speaking, where you land larger stages, where you are able to build more revenue in your business, this is going to be a no fluff conversation to be able to do so. We have gotten countless results with our clients over the years. We also have respected their privacy. A lot of them are in a place where they want to keep things private. So we share what we're able to share, but we also will have people along the way, as if you've been following me for some time, share their experiences of what they've learned. And then, of course, I'm also sharing the results because I am still speaking in my business. All right, y'all. I hope that you give this opportunity some thought and come on down, hang out with us, invest your time. You don't have to invest your money in this, it is simply your time. And I encourage you, if you know that this is something that you want to leverage in your business, you definitely need to be here. So if you happen to be on IG, if you happen to be on my business Facebook page, go ahead and comment summit or DM the word summit and we'll automatically register you there. You do not have to go to my website. If you happen to be watching this on another platform such as LinkedIn or my personal pages, go ahead and click the link and register, and we can't wait to see you there. 7 days away. See y'all.